Hi, I'm Leah Knutson, the founder and director of the Hermit's Peak Watershed Alliance. We're a local nonprofit organization, and we've been working tirelessly since 2010 to improve the health of the Gainas, the Safeo, the Tecolote, and the Lower Mora watersheds. That's a 1,500 square mile landscape that we're doing everything we can to make healthier so it supplies water for our local communities.
My name's Edward Martinez. HPWA started out with an idea of how can we all come together, work with the city and the private landowners along the Gainas watershed and work on restoration of our stream.
The Hermit's Peak Watershed Alliance works to protect and restore the ecological and cultural heritage of the Hermit's Peak region through restoration, environmental education, and community action.
We started out as a small group. The group has grown. We always try to have individuals that can influence and advise on what type of restoration should occur along the stream within the Gainas watershed.
Hi, my name is Shantini Ramakrishnan. I've been a board member at Hermit's Peak Watershed Alliance for about 2 years. At the time, Leah and I worked together because I worked primarily in ephemeral stream systems and she worked in perennial systems. So she worked in the rivers and I worked in the arroyos. Since then, Hermit's Peak has expanded its work to include streams, creeks, wetlands, marshes, the whole gamut of wetlands that we have here in New Mexico, northern New Mexico particularly.
My name is Amina Sena. I work with the Hermit's Peak Watershed Alliance, and I have so for over a year now. I work in watershed restoration, and it's a fun thing to engage our local communities in. One of the best things we get to do is engage local landowners in solutions for their watersheds. So we get to educate people on what are the watershed ecosystem services that we enjoy, like clean water, fuel for the winter to keep our wood stoves working, agriculture, Grandpa's green crops fed by the acequias of clean water. All of these are things that the watershed gives us. And a cool thing that the Hermit's Peak Watershed Alliance gets to do is engage with the communities that live in these watersheds. Empower them to take better care of their watersheds, to be better stewards, to improve the watersheds so that our communities also can thrive.
The number of projects that have been undertaken by the Watershed Alliance has also grown. Started out small projects along the Gainas River up in the upper watershed to much larger projects. For example, the river trail here along the Gainas River and some of the restoration projects that are going on just east of here.
The work at Hermit's Peak Watershed Alliance is so important because water is such a scarce resource here in New Mexico. And these habitats are rare, they're uncommon, but they're so necessary and needed for our native wildlife.
The watershed concept really brings all that together. It involves dealing with the interactions of those things. How do we affect the plants on the land? How do we affect the beaver in the river? And understanding how all those things interact. We really need to understand that, and that's one of the jobs of HPWA, is to illuminate how our actions affect the watershed and ultimately the health of our water supply.
The Watershed Alliance works on the health of the stream. Some of the work is to increase the meander all over again, reduce the channelization of the stream, and in some cases that takes planting riparian vegetation or building various rock and wood structures.
My name is Josh Miner. I'm the resource manager here on the Fort Union Ranch, and I've been involved with HPWA for about 2 years. Hermit's Peak, like most nonprofits, needs help from the public, needs help from enthusiastic individuals who are inspired and interested in seeing this work continue and seeing this work grow. And so all I can ask is that there's some open minds out there so that we can broadcast this information where we're seeing successes here on the Fort Union or on neighboring ranches. We can broadcast that to some open minds in the area.
Hi, my name is Ben Gillock. I'm a Highlands graduate. I teach at the United World College. When I first came to Las Vegas back in 2007, one of the first things I noticed was the Gallinas River running straight through the middle of town, and what a beautiful thing it was to be able to walk straight from our downtown area right through this riparian area. I'm so happy to see now, 10 years later, a renewed effort to revitalize the Gallinas River Walk. I think it's a part of our community that we can all be really proud of. It's something that is so important, especially during these times, for us to be able to get out and reconnect with the land and with the river. And it's been a source of great pride for me to see our community rising to the occasion and putting so much care into revitalizing this area. I'm so grateful that HPWA has done the work that they have done to help lead this process, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the outcome and seeing this wonderful resource be fully developed for community benefit. In the last 10 years, HPWA has brought in over $3 million from various state and federal sources to support the restoration work and revitalization of watersheds in our region. I support HPWA every month, and I urge you to do the same, knowing that it's an investment in our community. For every dollar that you give to HPWA, they will turn that dollar into thousands of dollars of outside money, which will help pay local contractors to do work to restore and revitalize our watersheds.
On a good day, I get to work with volunteers and students from our local communities. The Hermit's Peak Watershed Alliance would not be able to do the good work that we do without our partners and without volunteers that come help us get the work done. We work with city agencies, we work with local soil and water conservation districts, with state agencies, but on my favorite day, we're working with students and giving students internships and jobs, giving them science to get them engaged in natural resources management, and then allowing them to do volunteer work with us to help us restore our watersheds.
So our job is to integrate all of the different pieces. It's complicated and it's messy, but it's really the only way to ensure the long-term sustainability of our water supply and our communities as well.